Hello, Denver Broncos fans. Let's get straight to the point about the latest updates shaking up the world of the Denver Broncos. We have some sizzling news that's going to leave everyone on the edge of their seats. The Denver Broncos made a big move in free agency by securing the contract extension of defensive lineman DJ Jones. The new 3-year deal is worth $39 million with $26 million guaranteed, ensuring the franchise keeps a key piece of its defense. Jones has stood out as one of the top defensive linemen against the run, becoming a crucial element for the team's defensive stability and efficiency. With this extension, the Broncos demonstrate a strong commitment to consistency and building a robust defensive system for the long term. In addition to retaining a key player, the Broncos were aggressive in pursuing reinforcements for their defense. One of the standout moves was the addition of a versatile linebacker, bringing more dynamism to the unit. The team also invested in signing a reliable safety who will contribute both in pass coverage and against the run. These moves are part of a well-defined strategy to turn the team's defense into one of the strongest in the league. Another important acquisition came at the tight end position. Though traditionally associated with the offense, this addition aims to improve blocking and provide greater stability in hybrid formations that require more versatility from players. With these moves, the Broncos make it clear that their focus is on building a balanced team, well prepared to face the challenges of the upcoming season. The defensive line has been a focal point for the Broncos in recent seasons, especially due to the need to contain opposing rushing attacks. DJ Jones has proven to be one of the most effective defenders in this area, combining physical strength with excellent game reading. His presence on the interior of the line ensures that the team can handle explosive running backs without sacrificing pass defense. The renewal of his contract represents a vote of confidence in his ability and a crucial step in maintaining a high-level defensive system. The team's approach in free agency wasn't limited to major signings. The Broncos also invested in players. To improve roster depth, the management identified areas that needed reinforcement and secured free agents capable of contributing immediately, especially on special teams. These moves show that the team is committed to building a competitive roster across the board. The Broncos have been dealing with financial challenges, particularly with regard to the salary cap, which required a cautious approach in free agency. However, the team managed to balance strategic signings with the need to maintain cap space for future moves. This meticulous planning has been one of the hallmarks of the current management, which seeks to build a competitive team without compromising financial flexibility. Despite these significant improvements, there are still challenges to be addressed, especially on the offensive side. The offensive backfield remains a question mark, but the management has shown patience and strategic planning to ensure resources are allocated in the best possible way. Even with salary cap limitations, the Broncos have managed to maximize their opportunities and strengthen the team intelligently. The team's defensive focus in free agency reflects the importance of having a solid defense in today's NFL. In a league dominated by explosive offenses, having a structured defensive unit is essential for any team aiming for success. The recent signings show that the Broncos are aware of this reality and are taking concrete steps to ensure they can compete at a high level. The Broncos' defense has shown flashes of excellence in recent seasons, but inconsistencies and injuries have hindered performance at crucial moments. With the new additions and the renewal of DJ Jones, the expectation is that the team can maintain a more consistent level of play throughout the season. The added versatility and depth to the roster will allow the team to better adapt to different types of opponents, increasing their chances of success. The impact of a well-structured defense goes beyond the stats. Teams with dominant defenses tend to impose a more controlled game pace, allowing the offense to play with less pressure and in more favorable situations. This strategic approach could be a significant advantage for the Broncos, especially considering the AFC is full of talented quarterbacks and powerful offenses. With a reinforced defensive base and a well-defined strategy for roster development, the Broncos enter the next phase of the offseason with a promising outlook. The draft will be the next big opportunity to add more talent to the roster and solidify the improvements made in free agency. The careful planning by management and focus on strengthening key areas indicate that the team is determined to become a competitive force in the upcoming season. If these moves translate into solid on-field performance, the Broncos could reap the rewards of a well-executed free agency and pave the way for a successful campaign. The balance between experience and new acquisitions puts the team in a favorable position to continue evolving and competing at a high level. Broncos fans have reasons to be excited. With a strengthened defensive core and a more balanced roster, the team has all the tools to compete with the best teams in the league. The upcoming season will be a true test of the decisions made in this free agency, but if management executes their strategy well, the Broncos could emerge as one of the year's positive surprises. The Broncos have shown a strategic and well-planned approach in free agency, securing not only the continuity of key pieces like DJ Jones, but also reinforcing essential areas of the defense. These moves reflect a clear commitment to competitiveness and roster stability, laying the foundation for more consistent performance next season. The next big step will be the draft, where the team will have the chance to complement the pieces acquired and further strengthen the roster depth. If management stays focused on building a balanced and efficient team, the Broncos could enter the season with a roster ready to compete at the highest level. Now, it's time to wait and see how these moves will play out on the field. If the new acquisitions live up to expectations and the defense remains solid, the Broncos could surprise and solidify their position as a competitive team in the AFC. So, Broncos fans, what do you think of DJ Jones' $39 million extension? Do you believe this move strengthens the team for the upcoming season? Share your thoughts in the comments.